Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, we talk about knitting, crochet and other crafts, and if you don't want to miss anything, don't forget to subscribe. So guys, if you saw my last video, you know that we are knitting a scarf, and it's not just a regular scarf, it's a cable knitted scarf. So this is really nice if you are starting your knitting journey and you already know the basics and you just want to do something more challenging. So yeah, I explained how to do the cables on my last video, so if you want to see it, I will pin the video, leave here somewhere, so you can watch and miss anything. But today we are going to the next step, which is the detail part. So I'm going to have an I-cord edge and also some ruffles. The I-cord edge is going to be knitted, but I think for the ruffle part I'm going to do crochet ones, just because I think it's easier, and I think that I can get a better effect. So yeah, I will have you guys with me on this one. So we reached the point where I should do the twist. So because I don't want to continue, I'm going to do 2 rows as we did in the beginning of the scarf of knitting on the front and purling on the back, and then I'm going to cast off. So now I'm going to cast off, and I'm just using a regular knitted cast off. So basically you knit one and then you are going to knit the next one. So we have 2 loops on the needle. So what you are going to do, you're going to pick up this stitch here and pull the stitch to the front, and then you will just leave with the first loop on your needle. So I knitted 2, so I'm going to take the loop to the front. So what I did was I picked the last stitch and then I bring it to the front, and then I just release the loop. So you keep doing that until you finish the row, and then I will talk to you guys. This method you will see like this type of effect on the front part, on the back part, but sorry guys, on the back part I don't keep and on the back part it feels like a pearl thing. So yeah, I have to say to you guys that this doesn't stretch as much. I think it's giving like this really open look, but when you block it, it will be fine, so don't worry about it. So guys, what I would recommend to you is that when you are doing ribbing or any like finishings to your knitwear, I like to go 1 size smaller on the needle. So here we have the 6.5 millimeters, we have 5.5, and this one is what I'm going for. These are interchangeable needles, and I really recommend getting one of those. Let's start. For the I-cord edge, we are going to use the long tail cast on method. I think that's how it's called. I'm just going to leave a little bit of yarn. With this method, you have to keep in mind that you have to leave enough yarn on your hands, because you create the loops and the stitches using the 2 strands. We do the little knot, put this on the needle, just apply a little bit of pressure so this doesn't comes out. Now you have the 2 strands of yarn, and what you're going to do basically is like this. You put your fingers in the middle of the 2 strands of yarn and you just grab it like this, you know, like this. So I'm going to do this again. So it's basically doing like this, and then you put in the middle, and then with the 3 fingers left, you are going to grab the 2 of them. So then you come up like this, and what you are going to do, you're going to put the needle on the bottom loop here, and then you are going to grab the other strand of yarn and go through, and then release it and tie just a little bit. So you're like this, right? Then you open, you turn like this, and then you turn. Then you go through this bottom loop like this, you grab the top one, and then you go through the loop. We have our 3 stitches here. And then one thing to keep in mind is, if you want to do the I-cord and just go round on this, so if you want to go all over the garment with this, I would recommend you not to start on here, you know, because I think that when you're going to join the I-cord, it will be much nicer if you do like this, so this can maintain this really nice, clean and round shape. Now that we have our work with the wrong sides up, we are going to pick 1 stitch. If you have double pointed needles, I would recommend, but if you're like me and you don't have one, you can just do with your circular needles. So what is going to happen is that you are going to pick a stitch and then you are going to slide your work. So if this was a double pointed needle, you slide your work until this edge, and then you could continue. You are going to knit one stitch and then another stitch, and with the last 2 stitches what you're going to do is knit from the back loop. So how you usually knit is like this, but for the I-cord edge you are going to grab the back, the back part. Now we are going to repeat the whole process. I'm just going to try to work like this. Then I have the other one, and I'm going to use the pointy side of this. When you reach the edge, you will do basically the same process in the same stitch space. So this is what is going to create that round shape and circular shape that you have on the edges. So when you reach the ends of your I-cord edge, you will go to cut your yarn, but don't forget to leave enough yarn space so you can work without worrying about the end. So keep in mind that. And basically what we are going to create is create and shape with your tapestry needle the knit stitches. So you are going to insert your needle through the work so you can have the end on the right side of the work, and then you are going to insert the needle from bottom to top on your stitch that you have on your knitting needles, and then you are going to go through the V shape that is formed with knit stitches, and then you are going to insert the tapestry needle from top to bottom. And it's basically going to repeat this process until you've done this with the 3 stitches that you have left on your needle. So then you can just weave in the ends normally as you do. And yeah, I think it looks really seamless and it's really nice. So I would recommend this type of edging because I think it really elevates your knitting project or crochet project even. So it's really up to you. Now the ruffle part. So you are going to make a knot and then you are going to do a single crochet, and you are going to do this in the top stitch, so the top V shape kind of that we can see when we form the knit stitches. So you are going to do this on the top part and you will chain 3. And then basically you are going to do 6 double crochets in each stitch, so that is going to create the ruffle part. Hi guys, so I did the thing with the heat on this. I have to tell you that I didn't notice like such a big difference as if you would notice if you block this, but overall I think it helped a little bit. So this is the finished look. So we have the I-cord here and then the ruffles on the edge as well. And yeah, I think it's really nice. Yeah, with a little ruffle detail. Yeah, I think it took longer to make this project. I was expecting to be a quick project, which turns out it's not, at least for me. Maybe I'm just a slow knitter. But also, if you have any recommendations, or if I did the hip thing wrong and you know how to do it properly, let me know so I can try for you guys. And yeah, I hope that you liked this video, and if you like, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. So I will see you in my next project.